Hey everybody, David here, and today I'm going to be talking about Arrow, Season 5, Episode 6, So It Begins. And man, this was a really good episode, man. 6 episodes in a row, really doing good, Arrow. Hopefully you're winning people back, people who might have had lost faith in the show. Season 4, this is the season to get back on track on, because Arrow is going back to its roots and it's doing such a great job. Let's talk about this episode. So basically, Diggle and Oliver are, in their Spartan and Arrow suits, and they're, going out looking for this Prometheus guy who killed Church and several other people so far. And they find, kind of like in Daredevil, the Ben Affleck film, when I forgot the character's name. He throws a match on the floor, and you see the Daredevil symbol come up with fire flaming all around. Something similar happens here, and we see a flame of fire spell out, "So It Begins," on the floor. And what a great way to start the episode. So it begins. What is beginning? I have no idea, but I am very excited on how it's already began. Just with this episode alone, it looks like Prometheus is going to be a very threatening villain. We don't know exactly who he is yet. They might have let us know at the end, but I'll get to that a little bit later. I do want to talk about the dynamic between this team, man, because there was a little bit of friction in tonight's episode. Oliver let it be known. Well, he kind of still kept them under the dark a bit, but later in the episode, the list comes back. The list from season 1. If you guys remember back in season 1, there was this list, this book that Oliver had with these lists of names that Oliver in season 1 was going out and killing them one by one, because they did have some sort of criminal connection, and maybe Oliver didn't have to kill all of them, but his sins came back to haunt him in this episode, despite how much he has changed since season 1. Diggle even points that out, which I really liked. The team has a hard time now trusting Oliver again, because here's another secret that Oliver is keeping from us. Oliver is a man of secrets. You guys got to get over this. I mean, it's pretty much known since season 1 that he has secrets. He has trouble letting secrets out, but that's who Oliver is. Not that he's right in doing so. I mean, that should be part of his character development as well, but this is a flaw in the character. With that being said, I did like that Artemis was the one who seemed to have taken this the hardest, because she felt now that, you know what? Was it the hero Oliver that accidentally let her family die, or was it the serial killer from season 1 that let her family die? Those are good questions to bring up. It's hard to know, okay, which Green Arrow are they talking to or trusting at the moment. And I think it was good that this was brought back up. And I hope the list isn't gone completely. I hope this wasn't a one-time deal. I hope the list still plays into whatever is going on in this season, because how does this character know about the list? That's something I want to get to a little bit later. I also have to mention the flashbacks. The flashbacks, I think I've said this a couple of times in my previous reviews on the last 5 episodes, that I really like where the direction of the flashbacks are going. I like seeing Oliver with the Bratva, and now it gets even more interesting because we got Dolph Lundgren. Some of you might remember him from Rocky IV. He played the Russian boxer who killed Apollo Creed. For me, I mostly remember him from because it was a childhood movie of mine that I used to watch so many times when I was a kid. Masters of the Universe, where he played He-Man, with Frank Langella as Skeletor. To me, that was like one of my all-time favorite movies as a kid. That was like my Star Wars back then. I was like obsessed with that movie. I still own it on DVD. So that's how I knew Dolph Lundgren. I knew him more for Masters of the Universe. But then obviously I went and saw Rocky 4 a couple of years after. So seeing him in this episode, I didn't know how he was going to act, because I'll admit, Masters of the Universe isn't the best movie to pick and say, "Oh, this guy's an amazing actor." Or same thing even with Rocky 4. It's a little hammy, it's a little cheesy. But this episode, wow, he did really... There was a moment there, I was wondering, because he was rolling up his sleeves, taking off his jacket. He looked like he was getting really relaxed. And I'm like, is he going to beat Oliver or something? Like, what's going to happen? He cracks that guy's neck. And to me, the little bit of moment that we got from him in this episode already had me understanding what kind of a character that he is going to be a real big threat. And I can't wait to see more of this guy. I love Dolph Lundgren. He also in the Expendable films as well. It's going to be really great to see what he's bringing. And it looks like he's bringing his A game, because just that little scene alone, like, I think this is the best acting I've seen him done ever. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he is going to bring in the flashbacks this season. And will he pop up in the present day? I'm really looking forward to that as well. We get Oliver, going after Prometheus in the end of this episode, and he has a little one-on-one with Prometheus. And first of all, I want to say, even though we didn't get to really know too much about Prometheus, we just know how threatening he is and how good of a fighter he is, except against the Green Arrow. Arrow kind of whipped his ass there. And got a clean getaway before the subway crashed and burned. I do think that the reveal at the very end there is kind of misleading. At the very end of the episode, we find out that Quentin Lance is probably Prometheus. That's what they were trying to make there. And I don't buy it. Because, okay, so he's getting drunk and he's going out fighting the Green Arrow. I don't buy that. It even looks like he was confused at what the heck was going on. So, unless, maybe Malcolm Merlin is like putting a serum in his drink, like, when he made Thea kill Sarah last season, or back in season 3. Unless Malcolm is like doing something like that, I don't buy this. I don't buy that Malcolm is Prometheus. My original theory was that it's going to be Tommy Merlin back from the dead. I still think it could be that, but I just came up with another theory today. I think it could be Oliver Queen from Earth 2. We know that Team Flash has Laurel from Earth 2 captured. What if Oliver from Earth 2 has come to Earth 1 to save this Laurel? I think it would be interesting, because what if Oliver did go that dark path, which we all know he could have. If Oliver wanted to, he could have went down that dark path. Now, I know what some people are probably going to say. Yeah, but in, season 1 of... not season 1. In the last season of The Flash, when he went to Earth 2, there was an episode that hinted that Robert Queen was the Green Arrow of that Earth. And it could be Robert Queen too, but I have a feeling it's going to be Oliver Queen from Earth 2, because I think it would be a nice parallel to how much Oliver has changed, and having him go against a darker version of himself, of what he could have been, seems like an interesting idea to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreaching this. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's going to turn out to be... Maybe it is Lance, you know? Lance is getting drunk every night. He's putting on the Prometheus costume, going out, killing people, getting the list up. But Lance, that brings me back to the list now. Lance didn't know about that list, did he? I don't even remember anymore. Yeah, that was before Lance even knew Oliver's secret identity. So Lance wouldn't know about the list unless, like, he went out in the cave searching for the list. Maybe he did when that episode where Public Enemies, where Oliver and his friends were on the run and Lance was, like, after them back in season 3. I don't know. It could have been. I don't remember if he saw the book with the list of names. I can't remember right now, but he would need to study that book in order to really know all the names and how to target them. But at the end there, it seemed like even he was confused what was going on. I think Prometheus, whoever Prometheus actually is framing him there to throw us off a little bit, or to throw Oliver and his team off, because they need him off his tracks. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's all resolved. And I gotta say, I'm not too sure about this Thea taking care of Quentin Lance situation. I mean, I get it. They want, now that Laurel's gone, Lance needs some talking to, and she's trying to fill in that void of being the daughter, a daughter-like figure to Lance. But I'm not buying it. There's something about it that seems a little creepy to me. It seems a little weird. Maybe not creepy, but weird. Actually, no, creepy too. It seems like, are the writers trying to do a romance with these two? I hope not. That just seems too weird. I don't even think Oliver would be comfortable with that. So hopefully the writers don't go in that direction. But yeah, overall, guys, I think this was a fantastic episode. A really good one. Another one. 6 episodes in a row. We're doing great. And can't wait for next time. I don't think there is an episode next time. I'll wait and see, I guess. Because Flash wasn't on this week. And I guess to line it up with what's to come, I think maybe Arrow will take off next week while Flash will continue. So yeah, looking forward to all that, and I'm gonna end it here, guys. Like this video if you agree with me. Comment below and tell me your thoughts about tonight's episode of Arrow if you've seen it yet. And until next time, guys, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and until next time, take care.